Okay, so how did we discover that we could get energy from atoms? Now, inside the atom, there's enormous amounts of energy locked away inside the nucleus, the electrons. The mass of the atom contains energy. So, one way of getting energy out of the larger atoms, or the atoms that have larger nucleus, is fission, which is splitting the nucleus, and when the nucleus splits, it releases some of its energy. Another way is by joining nuclei together. The smaller nuclei, when you join them together, they also release some of that energy, and that's called fusion. So fission is splitting, fusion is joining. So the energy that holds the particles together in the nucleus is much greater than the energy that is holding the electrons around the nucleus. So the energy released during nuclear reactions is coming, that's why we call them nuclear reactions, because these are reactions that involve the nucleus of the energy. There's a lot more energy involved in these reactions than there is in chemical reactions. Chemical reactions depend on the electrons around the nucleus, okay, to do the chemical reactions. But nuclear reactions from nucleus, and there's a lot more energy available or involved in nuclear reactions than there is in chemical. So Einstein in 1905 made a connection between energy and matter with his famous formula E equals mc squared. Energy is equal to mass times the speed of light squared, which means that a tiny amount of mass multiplied by an enormous number here, which is the speed of light squared, so that's 3 times 10 to the power of 8, square it, so that's 9 times 10 to the power of 16, times the mass in kilos gives you the energy in joules. So a tiny amount of mass can release a massive amount of energy. Okay, E equals mc squared. So in the 1930s, the Curies proved Einstein's prediction was correct, and they took a photograph which showed the creation of two particles with mass when a particle of light was destroyed. So what happened was, particle of light, photon, turned into two particles that had mass. So that was conversion of energy into mass. And then when we discovered nuclear fission and fusion reactions, which is mass turning into energy. And we'll go on to that now.